Hey there, Ginger Bratzel with you, and we are always sharing ideas, strategies, and big picture thinking about growing your business. And I think we're going to dive into a really practical application today for this week, and it's on SEO. So, SEO is something I get a lot of questions about, a lot of comments about, and when people talk about growing their business and they're spending money on marketing, this is where they would go to first in a lot of situations. And I want to demonstrate to you what SEO is right now. SEO had a certain purpose in the past, but right now things have changed. And the best way to understand SEO is to put it in place where it actually occurs. And that's the good old Google. And we're going to talk about, and you can see it for yourself, what role SEO can play for your business. And when you put effort into it, how much effort you need to do to make a difference. So showing is telling, and that's what we're going to do. And I can do this really quick and a fast exercise to let you see what's going on. So let's just pretend we're going to look for service-based business. So I'm going to pick dentistry because I have a long history in dentistry, but the concepts that I'm showing you here for dentistry translate to any service-based professional and health-based professional. So just keep that in mind, but I just want to give you an example. So I'm going to pick not a big area, so I'm not going to pick a huge town. So I'm just going to put Fort Lauderdale. And I am here on my iPhone. Whoops. And my thumbs are klutzy there. So let's just say we're looking for a Fort Lauderdale dentist, or let's say a dentist in Fort Lauderdale. We can try that too. It's going to be pretty similar. Lauderdale. And I could put Fort Lauderdale, Florida, or I can just put Fort Lauderdale. So the reason I did a mobile phone versus my computer and why I'm recording this for you, because most searches occur on mobile devices. So when we look at SEO, we look at rankings, we look at all those things, I tend to levitate more towards mobile than desktops. Because that's where people are hanging out. So that's what, whenever we do any marketing, we're like, where are they getting their information? How are they going to see it? So Fort Lauderdale, the first thing we see here is, that's as big as my screen is. And the first thing I have is a $79 new patient ad for this one particular office. I don't know anything about this office. I don't have any association with this office. I don't know anything about it. So I'm not going to comment on that. And then we have another ad. And then I have another ad. So the first three things I see are ads. So if I'm trying to get ranked as number one, that's what everyone's SEO, I want to be on the first page of Google. Well, it's going to be really, really hard. And if I look at the numbers here, I wanted to see how many searches there are. Let's just scan down a little bit. So if this was desktop, when I ran this earlier on desktop, there was like 11 million entries for dentist in Fort Lauderdale. It's hard to compete in 11 million. You got to be 11 million people to do that. And so our first three are paid. So we call this pay per click. We're looking on Google, pay per click, those three. And then our next area on our mobile device, and I've had to scroll quite a bit. That's what I wanted to also demonstrate to you. The next area, we get to maps. And so we go for we have an ad for the first one, so that one got ranked on the map a little higher. And then the other ones are based usually on the number of star reviews. So it's a calculation about how many visits they get plus how many positive reviews, and they want the reviews on Google. So if you're using another service, outside service, and you're getting reviews through that, then that's not going to count for you. You want Google reviews. So if you want to show up on Google, we want Google reviews. And you can go through and you can ask patients for reviews. You can ask your customers for reviews to raise those numbers. Don't give that power to a service where it's taken out of your hands, a third party. We want it direct on Google. And so it's a product of number of reviews and also the number of stars on it. It starts giving rankings. So that's the second thing we get. So again, I'm pretty far down. I'm already having to scroll quite a bit just to get to here. And then my last part here on this front page, I have one office there, but then I start getting into ads again. And then I get like Open Care, which is a referral source. Health Grade, which if you're not in dentistry, this is a third party that people subscribe to. So they're going to mix everything in there. They've got 1,015 dentists in Fort Lauderdale that are ranked on there. So that kind of messes up your ranking. So if you're spending a lot of money, there's Yelp. And here's a few private dentists. And then we go down and we have other terms. So on the first page, it's really, 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 really hard to get to the front page. And so how much money would you have to spend to do this? And the answer is probably more than your marketing budget. So instead of focusing on trying to organically show up on the first page of Google, you can help by using some of your money for pay-per-click or improving your reviews. That's free. That's 100% within your review, your powers. Or you could spend your marketing in other ways. So there's other pay-per-clicks like Facebook ads or Instagram ads. Google ads tends to be pretty expensive. If you use Vote Video, which we talk about video marketing and how you can grow through that too, that will help your ranking on Google. But just to hire an outside firm to write some blog posts for you that they write the same for everybody, they're not that unique. It's hard to get your voice in a different format. You're going to have a hard time with SEO. So when it comes to where your marketing dollars should spend, which SEO was something we were really looking at once upon a time, really, this is something you can't really win. And so why not spend your money other ways? Why don't you put that budget into something that gets action? So we talk about social media, getting video marketing. We talk about through that. Talk about systems for reviews. All those things are part of those components. But SEO is the old fail-safe when somebody doesn't know what to do. And if you're finding that you're getting these big bills for SEO, or they tell you they can get you a number one, chances are they're not. And so what do you want to spend your money on? You want to get, I term it return on investment. If we can get patients other ways by spending your time somewhere else, why not do that? So that's why I wanted to show you what SEO is, show it on a mobile device, and really push you towards those other ways. Now, that's something we can help you with, and figuring out what's appropriate for your office, because it depends on your area, depends on your business, depends on what you've got going on already. We can do that. So please reach out to us. Let's do a strategy session and see where you should be spending your marketing dollar to get traction. That's why I want you to move that money over and get results. So reach out to us. Go through the link on our website and request a strategy session. Reach out to us at results@gingerbratzel.com, and we can send you that information about signing up for a strategy session. There's no obligation, and we can see where you're at and tell you where to be spending your marketing dollar to get traction and get it where you need to. So this is Ginger Bratzel. Until next time, that's your tip of the week. Bye-bye.